So we're getting to this position and the person's got their hands connected. You should end up like this. So I have my outside arm hooked through, and this is in general, when you have somebody in armbar, this is the position you want, right? Your hands on the floor, this is how we landed in the armbar. He's got his hands connected, right? So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shift all my weight to my elbow, and I'm gonna curl my legs back tight. So I really wanna put a lot of pressure on his neck with my left leg. So I curl his head back. Now from here, I'm just gonna take my hand off the ground. I'm gonna hook under his wrist and pull his wrist towards his feet. Right? Once I do that, so now I don't have a hand on his arm. I have my arms controlling it. Then I'm just gonna climb up. So I go to his hand, I grab his hand like I'm giving him like a handshake, right? And then I point my knees towards his head and I pull his hand towards the floor, right? So on guys with very tight elbows, you can kind of just pull straight down and push straight up and they'll tap. On guys that sort of have flexible arms or they're tough, you need to make it very tight. So I'm gonna turn his palms straight up to the ceiling. So his palms facing up. I pull his hand down towards his hips and I point my knees towards his head. Makes it very tight. It doesn't take much hip drive. So we end up like this. Immediately, once you get here, drop down to your elbow and curl your legs in tight. Right? You want to, like you'll see sometimes just by like hanging on his arm here, his grip gets tired and he just lets go. But when you have somebody that's really hanging on, okay, keep the pressure on so his grip is carrying all my weight when I take my elbow off the floor. Hook your arm through and just pull his hand towards his feet. Right? Once you do that, climb up to the hand, your knees go back towards his head, and you pull his wrist towards his hips. Right? So we get here, drop to your elbow, curl your heels in, and have your partner try to sit up. Have your partner try to sit up from here and just see if you can hold him for a couple of seconds. Once you do that, you just take your hand off, hook under, point your knees at the head, and pull the hand towards the feet. All right, you want to sit? Yeah, please. Easy. So start here, go to your elbow, curl your legs in tight. Right? And like I said, from here, just kind of hang and make his grip work. Right? The further his hands get away from his chest, the weaker he's going to be. If you pull your hands down real tight, if his hands are down like this, he's very strong here. Hold on tight. Right, so from here, if I just hang on, eventually, without me using much effort, his hand starts to slowly move away because his grip is tiring out. And then I'm going to hook this arm through. Right? My left leg is going to push his head towards the floor, and I'm going to pull his hand towards his feet. Right? And then go up to the hand, grab his thumb like you're going to shake his hand, point your knees at his head, and pull his hand towards his feet. From here, make his grip like sort of support all your weight, all right? Scoop under, pull it towards the floor, walk up to the hand, finish. 1, 2, 3.